Hi there, good morning to you, and thank you for joining with us this morning. Those who are in the selling business know just how important it is to smile. I'm told that in big shops, sales have risen by as much as 20% when folk have gone on what is called a smiling course. Smile and the world smiles with you, says the old song, and to a certain extent that's true. A smile can get you places. Only people who are very talented or rich get what they want without smiling. The Chinese have a proverb which says, "A man without a smiling face should not open a shop." Smiling is important. But smiling is not quite the same as joy. Joy is not a surface thing. Joy is something that comes from within. In his later years, Robert Louis Stevenson, the famous author, was a man of deep faith, but he was not always like that. He rebelled against his upbringing. He was raised at a very strict Presbyterian home. Now, as a university student, I'm told he became quite a wild fellow. He called himself a youthful atheist, and as he became older, he began to have doubts, indeed, about his doubts. He came to see that for all its wisdom, the world had no answer to the big questions of life, and I think that's still the same. Later he could say, there is a God who is clear for those who care to look for him. You know, sometimes I wonder if God has placed obstacles to our faith. If he meant us to believe with total certainty, why did he not reveal himself more clearly? As Woody Allen once said, he would have no difficulty at all in believing in God. All God would have to do is to deposit $1 million in a secret Swiss bank account in Woody's name for him to believe. Well, we might not go as far as that, but it's a good question. Why does God not give us a clear answer for such simple things as to why good people have to suffer? Why didn't he give us a guidebook that is not open to as many interpretations as the Bible? Why doesn't he just speak to us in a clear way? Then I think, never to have doubted is never to have taken the walk of faith seriously. You probably remember the story of Christian and John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress. Christian's journey is not all that smooth. He faces all sorts of problems. And I think Bunyan's trying to say to us that faith was never intended to be easy. Someone once said, doubts are the ants in the pants of faith. They keep faith alive and moving. But maybe there comes a time also when, like Robert Stevenson, we begin to doubt our doubts. There's something within the human heart that's always reaching outward and upward. The world is far too wonderful to have occurred simply by chance. There's within us a hunger that only a relationship with God can satisfy. You can't find God with a telescope, or a slide rule, or a test tube, or a computer. There's only one way, and that is to take the step of faith, to entrust your life to him, if you like, and enter into a daily walk with him. Could I prove to you that love exists? Of course I can't. The only way is to experience what it is to love and to be loved. And I think so it is with faith. God bless you, and thank you again for listening to me this morning.